After fighting with penguinz0 involving himself in other drama, he loses 99% of his audience, resulting from some very poor decision. Ooh, right. Poor decision. Def Noodles?
500,000 subscribers but only a few hundred views per video. The total collapse of his channel had been building for months beforehand, although the final nail in the coffin was an ill-fated beef with penguinz0, who also covered news and drama, although with one major difference: each creator's level of integrity. While Critical only covers topics that he's qualified to speak on, Def Noodles began to wreck his image by covering anything and everything with a sloppy, embarrassing, complete...
Oh, I forgot to go back here. I'm sorry, guys. I was like, where did I go? Here we go.
Lack of research. For example, back when James
Charles
of grooming, a comedy TikToker named Sammy Sens posted an obviously fake James Charles chat captioned with the hashtags funny and meme, making it obvious that the screenshot was an edited joke. Well, Def Noodles rushed to his Twitter writing, "Who could have seen this coming? James Charles exposed by 14-year-old boy, apparently not even looking at the screenshot's original date."
Oh, is it a person that jumps the gun? Remember the guy that keeps saying like, this is over for Mr. Beast, yeah, and he keep farming that news like every day, right? It's over for him, he's done, all that, yeah.
James Charles would have still been a minor himself. To make Def Noodles' obvious lack of research worse, he'd then promote a second even faker screenshot, with Def Noodles responding in the most immature way.
Oh, Pegasus,
this page is satirical, meaning it's not meant to be taken
I don't really know Pegasus, I'm sorry, yeah, but again, he is infamous for that. Like recently, incidents is about Mr. Beast. He keeps saying like he's done, all that everyday update about the news.
Seriously, tone is overly serious because it's meant to be satirical.
The way I present things is so serious, that's what's supposed to be the satire.
What?
However, this move backfired terribly, as Keemstar would give Def Noodles fake satire. Def Noodles has allegedly groomed girls from ages 12 to 15. Big YouTuber source, victims are scared of him and wish to stay anonymous but may come forward soon. Def Noodles has declined to give us a comment on these allegations made against him, with Def Noodles then responding to the mockery in another terrible way, by lawsuit.
I am now suing him to clear my name of these false allegations and to hold him accountable for knowingly making false accusations.
And as summarized by a comment reading, he's been spiraling since the Keemstar lawsuit announcement. This is where Def Noodles' life completely fell apart. Because despite suing Keemstar for falsely tweeting about him being a pedo, Def Noodles went on to do this to another YouTuber named Papa Gut, while adding "put this MF on a watch list, he looks mad suspicious."
Bro, really?
Suspicious. When people called Def Noodles out for doing the same thing he was suing.
It's weird because isn't this the same reason he's suing Keemstar? Oh my god! Oh, typical. Yeah, typical. Like, I can do it, but not you, yeah. I'm
Keemstar for Def Noodles claimed he hadn't wronged Papa Gut in any way because 1. My bio says comedian. 2. Since 2019 I've said I covered news as a joke and wasn't meant to be taken.
I've said I cover news as a joke. How is news and joke together? Like, it doesn't line up, no? Like, news is news, joke is joke, comedy is comedy. News is like information, dude. Like, come on, what are you talking about?
Seriously. And 3, saying someone looks like a pedo isn't an accusation, especially when they object.
What is this? What? Oh my god, this is actually wild. Saying someone looks like a pedo isn't an accusation, especially when they objectively look like a pedo. What is that supposed to mean?
Look like a pedo. As a result, Papa Gut broke down live on stream.
This is a joke to you. It's a game to you. This isn't a game to me, Dennis. This is so real to me.
After which Def Noodles took a screenshot of Papa Gut crying and
wow,
turned it
he's
into
a bully.
His own merch. Comments such as the fact that Def is making
he's bully, and then he's like, it's a joke. Why don't you guys get it? I'm a comedian. I make jokes, but no one is laughing. Then is that a joke? No one is laughing though, like only you maybe, yeah, because you're the bully?
Fun of him for this is crazy. It showed the audience was losing respect for Def Noodles.
Your platform is going away because you're unjustifiably targeting me.
Which began to show in Def Noodles' following, as for the first time ever
Oh
he
my
began
God.
to lose subscribers. Although rather than recalibrating and letting his reputation heal, it almost instantly jumped into another controversy that would ultimately end everything: a beef with penguinz0.
Let's
In
go,
addition
the
to
meat.
reporting the news, Def Noodles had made the claim that he was apparently a professional comedian. He'd state, "I have a background in comedy. I trained literally for years as an improviser. I've performed in basically every major theater and comedy venue in New York and LA. Every
Okay.
stand-up place, every place that you can think of and you can find on Google, I have performed there," which Def Noodles went on to prove by showing an awkward, unfunny clip of him performing live.
Yeah, I got boy problems.
Def Noodles clearly couldn't see that he wasn't as good as he thought. However, this didn't stop him from opening his own 50-person comedy club, christening the venue with an event called Super Roast Battle. It ran for an hour and a half and was streamed to a live audience on both Twitch and YouTube, leaving no space for mercy if the event was a total failure, and a total failure the event would certainly be.
Everything that can't go wrong will go wrong, folks. Remember that.
The first 24 minutes saw the audience sitting there waiting, and it's therefore no surprise they weren't exactly hyped when Def Noodles finally started the show.
All right, LA, are you ready?
24 minutes?
You
Wow.
ready? I don't know about this. I don't think we're gonna do the show anymore. This crowd's like, they're all asleep.
These 24 silent minutes were spent
Why is he blaming the audience? Again, when you are the host, right? You are the streamer, you are the content creator, you are the main character. You have to bring everything in control, dude. Why are you blaming people, like not giving you the response you want because you've been making them wait for like 24 minutes?
setting up the unprepared
What?
lighting and sound, which clearly
You're a
hadn't
grown
been
man.
checked or rehearsed.
Hey, Steven, turn on the lights. No, wrong lights. That's the house lights. Almost
Uh-huh.
there. Wrong
Now
lights.
finally everyone loves
Here,
nice.
here. I think I'm mic one. Am I mic one?
Hello.
There we go.
Can you tell this is our first time doing this?
Although things
Yes.
only got worse when the roasts actually started.
You look like you woke up in a dumpster.
Probably. You're like my cousin if you were a girl.
Thank you. I bet you cried when you got those tattoos.
I did. I did.
Def Noodles spent the hour telling the worst jokes the world had ever heard, in the process picking up a 1-week Twitch ban for something said by one of the roasters. The
What?
event was so heavily criticized by the internet.
Def Noodles, this guy is just something else. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. I think I'm still trying to recover from it. This was honestly one of the more embarrassing things I've ever seen.
Def Noodles convinced himself the show was successful since it started a trend on Twitter, although it seemed this attitude changed completely when penguinz0 uploaded "I've never seen something this
I think it's trending, that is good. No, dude. Sometimes it's like something wrong. That's why it's trending. Oh, it's because penguinz0 upload about your talk
Horrible.
show, guys.
This was
Yeah.
a complete fucking disaster
Oh.
on a level I haven't seen before. Imagine Fire Festival, but if it actually happened and was worse than anyone could have imagined.
Critical gave a different take on why the show was a total failure.
Nobody knew each other. Literally nobody. So all they can do is roast each other's appearance because they don't know them.
Before offering
Oh,
a couple
true.
roasts of his own.
It's more like a
Like, this is
bully
what
then.
happens at like a middle school lunch table. It's like that episode of SpongeBob. Hey, so what's up with salt shakers?
Alright.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
However, Def Noodles couldn't handle his basic criticism, as he'd respond with his own video titled "My Apology to Moist Critical for First Super Roast Battles." Def Noodles spent the video sarcastically pretending he wasn't hurt.
Greatest crime that I committed was to have caused the great Moist Critical to cringe. Would like to extend my sincerest apologies for causing you to cringe while watching my roast battle. I am sitting here ludicrously buckling to my knees, self-deprecatingly acquiescing to the oh-so-great Moist Critical.
Joking he deserved the highest form of punishment
What?
for his failed comedy show.
Not only should I have been arrested and sent to the gulags, but I should have also been forced to live the rest of my miserable existence being waterboarded while Baby Shark plays on loop at max volume in the background, and two CIA torture experts
I think he's losing it. That's my guess, though. Yeah, maybe I'm just me, but I think he's mad. Or I think he's trying to like make a joke, but then like he couldn't hide that he's actually mad, and you know he's salty about everything. Yeah. Ugh.
Electrocute the tip of my penis with tweezers.
In the 6 hours that
Ooh,
followed,
what's that?
Def Noodles received a 90% dislike ratio, a loss of 3,000 subscribers, and thousands of comments completely and utterly wrecking him. This is
Sorry. What?
subscribers and thousands.
Yeah, can't believe how hard he fell off. Ooh, comedy must be perfect. No, dude, you just have to be funny. No, you just have to be funny, man. No, definitely seems like the guy we all knew in school who would pick on people and tell really hurtful things to people and then just say it's a joke. Give him a taste of his own medicine. He would run crying to the teacher and use big words such as allegation. Oh my god, true.
And thousands of
He got the
comments
bully
completely
energy,
and
true.
utterly wrecking him. This is obviously trying to be ironic, but the layers of actual self-pity and insecurity make this very hard to
yeah.
watch. You can tell Charlie hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
This is cringier than the roast battle itself,
I think
so
he's
much
mad.
that Critical came back to spank him again.
This is going to be me talking
Second spank. Shit. First is not enough.
about his response video, which
Oh
I
my
think
God.
is a very important lesson in how not to handle controversy.
However, the most notable announcement for the previous 2 videos was that Def Noodles had doubled down by scheduling another
Double
roast
down.
battle,
The only way for me to make this situation right again is to produce another roast.
which somehow became even worse than the first one.
Alright, so Def Noodles hosted another one of his roast battles.
Another
and he
one?
somehow outdid himself. I could not believe what I was watching. I've never seen anything like
He
this.
somehow outdid himself.
Because rather
Then-
than casting a bunch of local comics, Def Noodles chose to invite his mortal enemy Salvo Pancakes.
I have
who
no
filled
idea
the
who's
audience
that.
with his fans who were there to
Pancakes?
cause some chaos. The audience sat there waiting even longer than the first battle, and when Def Noodles finally walked out from the back, his roasts were physical rather than verbal.
Physical? They beat each other up? Oh! Oh!
After shoving Salvo Pancakes, he'd get his revenge by walking through the crowd and onto the stage, signing his own Salvo Pancakes posters, completely disrupting the show. This should have been the perfect chance for Def Noodles to roast his
did he
enemy,
push him
although
off?
in true Def Noodles fashion he hadn't prepared material and would instead get roasted by Salvo.
If we were here, there'd be nobody in the crowd.
After having a drink thrown on him, Salvo was forced out of the show by security, with the second Super Roast Battle's terrible mismanagement giving penguinz0 a fresh new video.
At first I thought this was staged, because it looks
Content,
like
let's
something
go.
straight out of the WWE. I was half expecting Stone Cold Steve Austin to come out with a beer and a chair and hit Def Noodles in the back with it.
With comments such as, "I like how Charlie has had this same format and style for years and is still funnier than Def Noodles would ever be," Def Noodles' image was dying with every passing hour. The headshot came with penguinz0's 4th Def Noodles video, totaling over 10 million views worth of Def
Shit.
Noodles criticism, which could have easily been avoided by ignoring Critical's first video. When combined with all of his previous controversy, Def Noodles' monthly viewership went from 4 million to 400,000, although despite already losing 90% of his fan base, he somehow still had further to fall. His news-related content became low-effort challenge videos, while an attempt to pivot to interviews also failed to make a difference. More than 1 year after the roast battle incident, every video was still getting at least 50% dislikes, and a bunch of comments along the lines of, 1.5k views in 15 hours is crazy, but it's mind-blowing when you realize Dennis has over 500k subs. Who's watching these videos? Lining up interviews for a non-existent audience wasn't exactly worth it, so he'd instead fall in love with his own failure by uploading a video titled Unsubscribe Challenge.
I want to challenge everybody who's watching this video and is subscribed.
God, it's just sad, yeah. I don't even know how to react to this. It's just sad in the end. I think it's always like sad to see people lost their way and then lost their cool and then like lost everything and then double down again. Oh my god.
to this channel to unsubscribe.
Of course,
wanna
I don't
see
pity them,
if we
of
can break
course,
the record
yes.
for being the most unsubscribed channel in the history of this
They
platform.
did this
This
for
would mark the first of
themselves,
many
so.
insane Def Noodles ramblings, including I'm Fat, I'm a Loser, and of course the Unsubscribe Challenge Part 2.
You know, I don't ask for much in life. One of those things would be for you to unsubscribe right now.
Which many of his audience were
Okay,
happy
dude.
to oblige. Over on Reddit, OKP compiled 20 different videos, which failed to achieve a single view despite being hours old, while a different user questioned if Def Noodles had the least watched channel views to subscribers ratio. Ironically, Def Noodles has since tried to mirror penguinz0 by launching Def Noodles New, and while some of his takes are surprisingly well put, his thumbnail game and more notably his reputation are still in need of some serious work.
Imagine comedian getting upset about few jokes that were funnier than his whole career. Oh, yeah, that burns. The thing is, right, it's just like Johnny Sabali. He's the one that put himself in that situation and then like double down and then assault someone from the stage, right? And then should talk again. And then, again, I have no pity for him. He did this to himself. Bro took Charlie's joke to heart. How you host a roast better than crying when you get roasted. You can tell that he's a high ego person. That's why when his ego got challenged, he went full range mode, guys.